Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. Chinese wages are rising, and with the aging population, the labor market is getting much tighter, with millions leaving the workforce. This is making it more difficult for companies that require a large supply of inexpensive workers to continue operating factories in China. That's why many businesses are looking at alternatives in the region, such as Vietnam, Indonesia, and increasingly to India for their manufacturing bases. Switching operations to India, though, is no easy task. Notorious for its lack of infrastructure and inflexible labor laws, the country has long been a power in industries like software services and business process outsourcing, but an also-ran among Asian countries trying to build up their manufacturing sectors. The Indian government is attempting to change perceptions, if not the reality, about the country. It has plans, for instance, to build an industrial corridor between Delhi and Mumbai to stimulate business in the region. Working with the Japanese government, China's historical rival, the Indians envision a series of 7 new industrial cities equipped with what's standard in China but is still unusual in India. The program calls for the development of infrastructure on a grand scale that assures the supply of electricity and water with advanced transportation and logistics facilities. Helping to sell this vision of a new can-do India, Commerce and Industry Minister Anand Sharma was in New York recently trying to convince business leaders of the idea that India can rival China as a manufacturing center. Indian wire service PTI reported that Sharma told his audience the government of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh intends to make India the manufacturing hub of the world. Well, China's manufacturers face strong headwinds from a smaller workforce that shrank by 3.5 million last year that is demanding better wages and working conditions. A sluggish global economy weighed down by Europe is also contributing to weaker industrial output in China. In June, amid a domestic credit crunch and slower U.S. and European orders, China's manufacturing weakened, adding to worries that the world's second-largest economy is decelerating. HSBC's Purchasing Managers Index in June declined to 48.2 from May's 49.2 on a scale on which numbers below 50 show a contraction. The numbers follow data showing May export growth weakened while retail sales growth failed to meet government projections. The slowdown in Chinese manufacturing could have global repercussions, depressing demand for iron ore and other commodities from Australia and Brazil, and for industrial components from Southeast Asia, Taiwan, and South Korea. Manufacturers were hurt by falling orders and a shortage of credit in June as Chinese regulators tried to cool a lending boom they worry could race out of control. HSBC said new export orders suffered their sharpest decline in 9 months, and manufacturers shed jobs at their fastest rate in 10 months. Beijing is in the midst of a marathon campaign to build up self-sustaining economic growth based on domestic consumption instead of investment and exports. Many are worried about the state of China's economy while waiting for important reforms to come in October at the third plenum, and many are hedging their bets that India will follow China's example by building the infrastructure needed to ignite the next manufacturing boom. You're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned for more in Economic Insight.